Hello, and today I will be showing you a future build that I plan to be doing as soon as I get some money. It's based around the new AMD processors, the bulldozers, which obviously are AM3 Plus compatible. So it's an AMD based computer. So I'll be showing you through the parts and talking over about what I think is good about them, and yeah, so this is a very good desktop, sorry. It should be brilliant for gaming, 3D, or with Eyefinity, with dual monitors or tri-monitors, it depends, and should perform well with any task that I handle it, video editing, streaming movies, gaming, whatever. So let's get into the builds. Obviously, as you can tell from my awesome accent, I am British, so I will not be buying my parts from Newegg. I am merely just using Newegg as a place for all of the descriptions for the parts. As you can see, there's tons of it there. So I'll be looking to see the descriptions of the parts on Newegg and then buying it from Amazon.co.uk, which obviously doesn't give as many descriptions about each of the individual chipsets, the parts, or what's compatible with one another. So I've decided to look on Newegg for the parts and buy them elsewhere. So, right, okay, so as you can see, first of all, my motherboard is going to be the new, well, relatively new Gigabyte GA990XA, which has got obviously AM3 Plus compatible, which is good because my processor is going to be AM3 Plus. So yeah, it comes with new USB 3.0s. It's got the 900 series chipsets, which would be brilliant, as it will allow me to fully grasp, with a decent graphics card that is, immersive 3D gaming, which I'm happy about. So yeah, it's got a rather nice layout, as you can see from this picture here. I have slow internet as I am downloading games, but okay, so yeah, we've got enough room for 4 DIMMs. I'm probably going to be using just 4 gigabytes, but if I can expand up to 32 gig, I can believe, and obviously different hertz frequencies are available and can be put into this motherboard. 3 6 gigabyte connectors SATA, so that's probably won't be getting a that many hard drives. I'm getting the one, but if I decide to expand, I will have enough. PCI Express ports. Obviously, you can see you've got 3 PCI Express here. Obviously, 4 times, 8 times, and 16 times. I only be getting one graphics card, even though it does support Crossfire and SLI, but because I'll have to put it in the 8 and 16, it would be running at 8 and 8. So it wouldn't be performing brilliantly for Crossfire, but I can upgrade if I want to, but I don't think I will be. I'll just be running with the one graphics card here. Other PCI slots, so yeah, and obviously the space for the CPU there. So it's a very well laid out motherboard, I do believe. As I've said here, it's new AM3 Plus CPU capabilities, supports SLI and Crossfire. On and off charge, so I can charge iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch whether the PC is on or not. Doesn't make a difference. Noise cancelling, that's good. That's good. Very good. Sorry, I'm just reading. I haven't read it that much. SATA free and USB free support, so faster data movement, I suppose, between drives or external drives or memory sticks. So yeah, that's pretty much the motherboard that we've got going on there. As I've said, that's £86 for the motherboard in England. Obviously, if you want to buy it from Newegg, you can do, but it's $129. So on to the processor, one of the main parts of the build. It's going to be the AMD FX8150 Zambi, one of the the high-end bulldozer CPUs, which have had brilliant reviews. Very cheap for the, I believe it's £179. Very cheap for the capabilities it has. AMD 3 Plus, so it'll work with the motherboard. 8 core, obviously it's Intel's new, not Intel, oh my god, AMD's new architecture, so it has 8 core processor, native 8 core, 32 nanometer, so that will work also with the new motherboard that I'll be getting. As you can see, new egg, doing a review on it just there, but yeah. Lots and lots of good reviews on it, brilliant CPU apparently. Turbo core, but I'll probably be overclocking it as these are completely unlockable. I can overclock it to whatever I want. I can overclock it to like 9 gigahertz if I wanted. Not going to, because it'll probably explode, but so that probably won't be much use for me because I'll be turning that off. But yeah, very, very good CPU, will work well with my gaming needs. Decided to go with AMD, thought I'd say that, AMD range, because I have an Intel, full-on Intel laptop. It was very expensive, but I wasn't too pleased. I know it's a laptop, but I just wasn't too pleased with Intel for various reasons. But I decided to go with AMD this time, as they're usually cheaper, and as far as I can see from reviews online and other reasons, they're pretty much the same. So yeah, £179. Stock clocked at 3.6 gigahertz, 16 megawatt cache. Yeah, and can be ready with liquid cooling. So that suits my needs if I decide to ever overclock it massively, and won't be using a fan, and we're using liquid cooling. That won't be just yet though. But to the RAM, I'll be getting 4GB Kingston HyperX DDR3 at 1600, sorry, hertz. So yeah, I'll be getting 2 of them, so I have 8 gigs, sorry, should I say. So that should suit my gaming needs well. I don't think I really need much more than that. If I start using the full capabilities of the motherboard, then obviously I can just plug some more in, but I don't think that I would never need to. 8GB seems enough to me. The motherboard can support up to 1800, I believe, megahertz, but once again, from reviews online, I think 1600 be enough. Comes to the graphics card, which once again, I'm quite surprised how cheap it is, because as far as I can see, there's obviously it's only a 1GB graphics card, but as far as I can see, it supports most of the top end things that you'd be looking for on a much more expensive graphics card. So yeah, once again, this can be overclocked, but I won't be doing that. Supports DirectX 11, as you can see there. Doesn't have much on the way of like a bit details about it, but obviously, as you can see, it's got various inputs, VGA, HDMI, and on the one that I'm getting, the newer one, not this particular one, it does have a DVI slot, and I don't have a picture of it anywhere. It has a DVI slot nonetheless, which is good. So that means I can have Infinity when I decide to use multiple monitors. And once again, obviously, it is ready with crossfire support. So if I decide to get 2 of them, it will work. It works with the new PCI Express 2.1 slots ×16, which is exactly what's in my motherboard. And once again, from reviews everywhere, the 9 series motherboards with the FX bulldozers, with the 16000 series HD ATM graphics card are supposed to be one hell of a desktop. So basing this on reviews online and what I know at the moment, it's going to be rather good when it gets building. Obviously 78 quid, as you can see here. GDDR5, we got DVI, just so you can see that there, so you know I'm not lying. It does have DVI capabilities. Yeah, graphics card, going to be brilliant. I decided not to skimp out on the PCU, sorry, because I was going to, obviously not like £10 because it would just blow up straight away, but and then I was reading on the ones I was going to get, I was reading many reviews saying that they had quite a lot of surges on their motherboard and caused it to explode a couple of times. Well, not literally explode, but basically just fry everything. I didn't want that to happen with all the parts that I'm getting on it, so I decided to go with a well-known Corsair, the OS OCZZS series, sorry, the 750 watt ones. I think that'd be more than enough. 80 plus certified, as you can see here, so bronze certified, so has a lot of power efficiency. Extra low quiet 135mm fan, so it's going to be huge. Crossfire and SLI support, so if I do decide to upgrade to graphics cards, it will work with that. Other than that, yeah, it's going to be a very good PCSU power supply, sorry, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's £81, 83. Sorry, I read that wrong. Not very good at reading numbers or letters in by itself. I'll have to work on that. But anyway, decided to go with a Western Digital, once again not skimping out on the hard drive because I wanted it to be fast. As you can see, it's 7,200 RPM, and the SATA 6GB, which will work with the motherboard. Obviously I can have more if I want to because of the motherboard itself, but there's not much description on it here, as it says, but it's supposed to stay very cool, and where the fans are on my case, it should cool it down. I think 500GB is enough. I think I have like 750 on my laptop. I've used like 100, and I have all of the games that I want, everything installed on it. So I think 500GB is enough, and probably I will be doing a lot more video editing and gaming on this desktop when I build it, but I think that'll be enough. So Western Digital, obviously there, 48 quid, to a very, very, very cheap, skimped out optical drive that I decided to get because I don't really use an optical drive. I download most of my games from Steam. Product advertising there, hope I get a little bit of money for that, from Steam. So I don't ever really play games whilst reading discs. I don't burn anything onto discs, so I'm not that old school. It's either on the internet or I put it on a memory stick or something like that. So the only time I'd ever use the optical drive is when I'm watching a movie, but once again I rarely ever watch movies just from the optical drive. So yeah, I don't really need the optical drive. It's literally for putting drivers on the OS, and I do have GTA on a disc. That'd be the only reason why I'll be using the optical drive. But anyway, it works well. It's supposed to be rather good. It's just a normal DVD burner, so nothing fancy with the old Blu-ray. It does have some features. E-green technology is supposed to be like decreasing CO2 emissions, but I'm not entirely sure how that works because it's just an optical drive. But anyway, that's £13, so it's very, very cheap, and obviously SATA, so it's relatively new. It will work with the not the 6GB ones, obviously, because it won't be doing that much memory reading at the same time, but I can put a different cable in and it will work. So yeah, and on to the case. Obviously cases are very difficult to find on Newegg. I'm not sure if they do them or not, but I just Amazon, I don't really need much about the case review. But yeah, the case, as you can see here, let me just zoom in because this is the main bit that I like looking at, because the rest of it I don't really care what it looks like. There's not really much you can do. You can't really buy motherboards on what they look like. I don't really care. So the case, as you can see here, I've decided to go with the green version, so the green LED fans. There's two there. I do with 120mm and 120mm there, so there's 3 120mm fans. Has the power, the reset, a USB 3.0 as you can see up there, two USB 2.0s, and the audio's up there, LED up there. I do believe this case though needs to have a wire routed out of the cooling fans at the back there and into the back of motherboard for the 3.0 to work at the front. I do believe, as you can see here, there's 9 optical drives or drives that you can take out and replace. You can move the fans around, so everything can be moved around here, so you can put the fan up there, optical drive down there. Don't think I'll be doing that. Just keep it normal. Optical drive, hard drives there. You can have more fans if you want to. I do believe it has space for 1 more fan. So that'll be enough cooling, but I do believe the 3 fans at the moment will be enough, considering I also have my power supply there, which would be cooling as well. It has thumb screws on the side here to take off the side paneling, so easy access to everything I need. Motherboard tray is green, the fans are green, the shields that go over where the graphics card and other sound cards and stuff like that go are green. It has screwless drive bay entries, so you can just take off, twizzle these little things here, spin it around, take it out, put the drive in, put it back in again, twizzle it. and we're sorted. So no need for screws, something like that. So if I do decide to quickly put an extra hard drive in, or optical drive, if I really want to watch a Blu-ray movie or something, I can stick that in very quickly. Cable management, and although really the only picture you can actually see, it does have space for water cooling if I decide to start water cooling my CPU, but I don't think I will be. I'm out of breath now. That was very quick. Let's see if there's anything else I missed out on that. No, there isn't. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be the build. It's all going to be cased inside this lovely Sharkoon T9. This does, actually, one more thing, does support, if I decide to completely change my whole system, ATX mini boards. And it will support the full length of the graphics card, because I do believe, as you can see there on this picture, it has a rather wide, that's rubbish cable management, whoever built that, very wide space between the optical drives and the where the graphics cards go. I think that's like 40 centimeters or something like that, and I do believe that this is something like 25 centimeters long. 25 centimeters, yes. So sorted. This is my build, all works together. I thought I'd just show it to you, just so if you're deciding to build for yourself and you're not quite sure what to get, it's be perfect for gaming. Obviously, if you don't want to do gaming, you can just take out the graphics card and it'll be a very, very quick desktop. So this is the desktop that I plan to be building with all the parts soon. Obviously, it's a lot of money, plus the Windows 7 operating system should come for about 650 something quid, which is quite a lot, but it is going to be a very good, reasonably priced desktop. So yes, cheers for watching. A review on all the parts. When I get them, I'll be doing a review on each of the individual parts, and then doing a series on how to build the computer itself. I don't know when this is going to happen, but stay tuned. Goodbye.